and welcome to the WHYcast, episode 14. I'm Nancy,
Hi, Matt.
and we are the hosts of the only podcast about a hacker camp in the universe. This volunteer-run event will take place next year in the Netherlands, approximately 42 kilometers above Amsterdam, from August 8 to 12, 2025. So, Odd, the last episode of this year, what are we talking about today?
Well, we obviously will look at some news from Project Lead, some
Mhm.
new things that happened that are happening around the camp. We have a Where to Hack, as every week. We have a history lesson, a cool story with Walter on MCH. We have an interview with some people that we recorded at the last in-person Orga meet in BitLayer. And we have the vacancy of the week with some nice news and messages from our listeners. And yes, this is the last episode of this year. So we have to change the intro text for the next time to
Mhm.
will take place this year instead of take place next year. And I think we're going to fumble that up a couple of times because we're so used to saying next year.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
I'm psyched and a little bit scared at the same time, actually.
Yep, exactly that. But
Because
first, oh, yeah.
as of from tomorrow, it's only 222 days to Y. So,
Yeah, which is a nice
uh,
number. Which is a nice number, and
because we
we
love
like the nice
numbers.
numbers.
We like nice numbers. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Talking
that
of
brings
nice
us up.
numbers,
Yeah, exactly. That brings us to the ticket sales, because
um,
those are nice numbers.
the numbers are looking awesome. If you're listening to this Ycast episode on the 27th, I'm actually at CCC camp uh, making recordings for later episodes. And hopefully we can also announce there that we've reached the 1,500 tickets sold. We
Woo!
are getting there. We are
Mm-hmm.
nearing 1,300 sold tickets right now. So I guess that's crazy cool. So I would like to ask everybody if you are on a social media platform, whether that be LinkedIn or Blue Sky or Twitter, because Twitter or other cool stuff. Oh, I have to bleep that out because it's otherwise we're going to
No,
get.
no, no. Yeah, demonetized. We're not making any money. Okay.
I will bleep that one. Um, so, but we would love to get to the 1,500 before the fireworks.
Yeah.
And that can be the Dutch fireworks, not the Australian, because that might be too early. But before the Dutch fireworks, that would be awesome. And
Yeah.
something else is going on at the 27th, hopefully. So today, hopefully. And
Uh-huh.
you know
Uh-huh.
all about that.
Well, I have seen a sneak peek of the upcoming merch for Y 2025, and it is looking so shiny.
Tell
It
us
is
more. What do
so
we
cool.
have?
We have a hoodie, we have a shirt, we have a separate kids shirt, which is really
Hmm?
cool.
Ah,
There's bags, there's hats. The hat actually is two hats in one because you can flip it inside out and reverse it, and you have a, a whole new hat. So that's pretty cool. It's a little safari hat, so it does keep your ears out of the sun, which is really awesome. It's same style as with the previous camps.
I guess.
With
Yeah.
Ohm, at least, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have that one upstairs somewhere.
Same.
So that is really cool. And if everything is going according to plan, by the time you can listen to this, you can also go to tickets.y2025.org and order your merch.
And of course, we all love Douglas Adams.
Uh-huh.
So there is a possibility that we can quote him by saying, I love deadlines. I love the whooshing noise they make as they go by. Because we are a volunteer run event. Things
Yeah,
happen, life happens, Christmas happens, anything could
exactly.
have happened. But if it's not today, it's in the coming days. You can find the merch online.
Exactly. And
Um,
with that, we have some more great news because the first sponsor contracts have been signed.
whoop, 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 whoop.
So special
So,
shout out to
Stegen Electronics.
and the S unit. for
Yes.
signing up and sponsoring our event.
Very cool.
That,
Thank you so much. And we hope you will make some noise for the Y event as well on your platforms. That would be great. Also another tiny project I'm working on, because it might fill an information gap, is I am fiddling around with this whole video editing stuff. So I'm trying to make short explainer videos for newbies. So for now, I have a short explainer video that explains how you can sign up for the mailing list, because that's one of the questions we get asked a lot at info. How do I sign up for the mailing list? But there are other things that are handy for a new and faster generation that wants short snippets. And so I would love to make more explainer videos for new people coming to the camp. And I would love to hear from our listeners, what topics should I cover? Uh, because yeah, signing up for the wiki, signing up for the mailing list, becoming a volunteer, signing up for the angel system. I don't know. Please fill me in. Please let me know what kind of explainer videos I can make or we can make, because maybe other people are helping me as well in the future. But yeah, reach out to us at WHYcast at WHY2025 to let us know what kind of explainer videos would you like to see in the future.
yes.
Thanks.
And there are no stupid questions, only silly answers. And with that, you already mentioned that today, when this is going live, you'll be at CCC at the
Not only
38C3.
me.
Not only you know, there's a whole bunch of Y-minded people over there.
Absolutely. At least I know Boekenweer, Marike, Netsmurf, but also a lot of other volunteers. There's an assembly from Hackerspaces Netherlands, where a lot of people will join us. The Y light from Henry will be there. The banners will be there. The tiaras will be there. The
It's a
stickers will be
tiara.
there. It's a tiara. A lot of people will be there who are involved in the Y organization. So if you want to find us, talk to us. I will be there with our lovely little mics and recording equipment. So if you want to be in the Ycast with a cool subject or a question or anything, please come and find me, or reach out to me if you can't find me, and let's make it happen and create some more cool interviews for the promotion
I,
of Y2025.
I think it would be really cool to show, especially people who are curious, but maybe haven't decided to actually go, to show them what Congress is all about, how that works, your stories from that camp, from other camps in the past as well. Uh, just telling what people could expect. Why would you go to why?
One of the quests I am on is I want to seek out the lovely people of Chaos Post, find them, hopefully get an interview with them, and write a card to the influencer at Hacker Hotel and see what happens. So stay tuned for that in future episodes.
Cool, cool, cool. It's a really cool idea. And
So from the
speaking of,
future,
yeah,
let's
back.
go to the past.
Each episode will be diving into a piece of history, something special from the predecessors of WHY2025. So that could be from the Galactic Hacker Party from 1989, Hackers at the End of the Universe from 93, Hacking in Progress 97, Hackers at Large 2001, What the Hack 2005, Hacking at Random 2009, Observe Hack Make 2013, Still Hacking Anyways 2017, May Contain Hackers from 2021, no, COVID happened so that became May Contain Hackers 2022. And this week we will be taking a look at...
All right, so we're getting closer to Y2025, and what is also closer to Y2025 than to the first party, the Intergalactic Hacker Party, was MCH 2021, no, 2022. So that's the only one that is not on the 4-year schedule, because there was apparently a thing worldwide that people shouldn't be together. So MCH 2021 turned into 2022, and I think we were all there.
Yep.
Yep. And there's obviously cool stories, but we'll start with the stories from our special guest, Walter.
Yeah, so that was in Zeewolde, MCH. I'm very proud of MCH because that's the event that I named. So there was a competition for its name. And I had some proposals sent in that I really thought through. And then at the end, I thought, may contain hackers might also be fun. So in the last minute, I submitted that one. And that was eventually the name of the event. So that was cool. I was again in the press team. But I also did a few talks at the event. I think it was really a continuation of the event 5 years before that, SHA. It had a similar vibe. And again, we had these huge villages with all their big stuff that they brought. Organization-wise, I think everything worked pretty well. From a press standpoint, what the press team does during the event is mainly getting people over there from press and walk them around. And after you've walked around a few times yourself, you know where the interesting things are for press people to where people can have a look at. But of course, there were also some lectures that got their own press attention, like from WHYday that had a new hack that they explained to the press. It was a bit different than in I think it was in Ohm where we also had people coming there, and then suddenly there was a guy well, this is actually a story from Ohm, but there was a guy who walked up to the train and said, yeah, I'm making pictures for a local thing, and he wanted to be shown around, but in the end I think he was just a hacker who hacked his way into to see the event.
Okay.
But okay, the press people do get walked around the terrain. They don't walk around typically by themselves. There was a bit of a problem with MCH that we had people from the VPRO television who wanted to make an item for a youth program they do, the Dikke Data Show. And they were walking around the family village for several days. Made a lot of footage they shot. But they were also accompanied continuously by people from the press team. And then in the end, it turned out that they didn't use the footage at all. So the whole thing was scrapped. So that was too bad. I also remember the nice lighting again, and the nice things that were on the terrain, making it look like interesting. And I also have a picture of a bit of the lighting that you had during the night. So it's a really nice atmosphere again. And then we had these events going on, like the fireworks. I don't know if you are going to interview the guy who was responsible for doing all the
Yes, we did, and we
okay.
will in the near future, because for WHY2025, he's building a physical firewall.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing that is interesting to note is that we discussed earlier the event where the police the Fox IT was at the camp, and there was a lot of controversy with them being there. And at Ohm we had a big tent from NFI, which you might think could also be controversial, but this time it was very much different, and there was a very good dialogue. And actually a lot of people went in and did all kinds of interesting workshops with physical hacking stuff and reverse engineering, and they were all very positive about this. So there was
Can
a very
you explain a little bit what NFI is?
Oh, that's the Dutch National Forensics Institute.
Thanks.
And they do interesting stuff with soldering irons and decapping chips and looking inside, and yeah, for the really technical hackers, that's really interesting stuff. So there was a really good vibe, I have to say. And I also have from that time the name tags, my name, and this is the suspect. I think that's what everybody gets.
I think the name tag thing was an angel badge.
Yeah. Oh, then I don't know what the suspect is. Maybe that's something you needed to social engineer somebody to get the suspect badge.
Probably.
I'm not sure.
I have it.
So yeah, again, good memories, and just as with the one before, SHA, you really see that it's all becoming so professional. Not in the sense that it is super strict, but it's professional in the way that people take responsibility, know what they need to do, and if not, they find somebody else to do it. And there are really no major hiccups going on. Everything runs smoothly, which is quite an achievement in itself, I think.
What I noticed was that the commercial aspect was less. I mean, that they're sponsors with these events, and if you want to know more about that, on the wiki, there's team sponsors. But instead of having a village and screaming, "We are this company and we're awesome," there was just subtle banners here and there. But it was more
They're
about
actually not really
being
allowed.
together and yeah. And I know for one company, they had a flag the opposite of their own company. They are true, and they had a big flag false. And I think that is a really, really cool way of being part of a group of people who use stuff in ways it might not have been intended to be used, and bending the rules out of curiosity, out of just wanting to try stuff. And I think that is also one of the values of these camps. It's like, I want to learn stuff, I want to try stuff, I want to experience stuff, and together with the group, we can make that happen.
Yeah.
So I think that's one of the values that stood out for me at that camp. I mean, yes, we had the controversies in the past, but it's now just about doing stuff together and having fun doing it.
Yeah, I think that we've also learned indeed that we need to have certain rules for our sponsors, like what you mentioned, Nancy, that they cannot have these huge banners. But also it depends a little bit on the how you reach the company. If you talk to marketing people, maybe they want to do the usual stuff that they would do at a usual event. But if you have the right people within the company that understand, that are hackers themselves, and those people are in every company, then you can have a presence at the camp that really makes sense for the company. Like NFI, they were there, but they were doing stuff in workshops for people there, sharing their knowledge. And I mean, that works much better also for marketing, for reaching these technical people than your traditional marketing, where you just have a huge banner and give away goodies. Yeah, I agree.
Participation.
Yep.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
But we still need sponsors. An event in this scale,
yes,
you can't really do without sponsors, because then the prices of the tickets would go insane.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm totally not opposed to sponsors, and yeah, they know how to do it well and integrate with the whole program. And then it's
like our team sponsor says as well, it's like we would love to have sponsors that really understand the DNA of this event, that really understand what type of event this is and want to contribute to that rather than getting something out of it. And there are a lot of companies that understand that very well. So, yeah.
Yeah, and it's also thus getting the right people within the company. But to get back to Fox IT, who were in the middle of the controversy, later Koen started to work for them, who was a key in the organization of earlier events. I hold him very high, and he shows that it's not just a company, it's certain people that you deal with within a company, and that's what's important. And if you get the right people with the right mindset, to me, it doesn't really matter which company you have, if they are there with the right intentions and are there to work with other people, share knowledge. That's great.
Definitely.
Absolutely. So one final question that I'm very curious about. So what are your plans for WHY 2025? I know you're in Team Press, but are there more things that you already know?
No, I might or might not be involved with the build up phase. Building up, I find very nice to do because it takes your mind off stuff. You're doing something else that you're doing. It's not really difficult stuff that you're doing.
Physical.
It's not brain work. It's just physical work, putting up tents and stuff with a smaller group of people. So I really enjoy doing that. So if I have time for that, that might be something I do. I'd like also to participate in. Well, I'm press, so I'll be walking around press on the terrain, and maybe also do a lecture again. I have this lecture that I did at Hacker Hotel about hacking your dreams. So I think that might be an interesting topic for MCH. Yeah, let's see.
Cool.
All right.
And we will also see you at, or have seen you at Enlug.
Yes.
With the talk about the old stories, the 80s hacker stories.
Depending on when this gets edited into a
right.
video. You're giving away. You're giving
this
away.
This is a bit of a giveaway, yeah. Oh well.
But indeed, I have a talk about hacking in the old days. But that's although it's all stuff that I did. All the stuff I did then was legal. There was no computer crime laws. But still, it's not something I would want to really present for a big audience and have it recorded and being put on the internet. So I'm not sure if that is something that I want to do for why. Maybe if some people convince me, and maybe if it's not recorded, I'm not sure.
But hacking your dreams is a beautiful topic. I think that sounds like something that I would go to.
Yeah, because I really like when I really like it when people hack really technical stuff, and I enjoy those sessions as well. But of course, when you have cross-pollination between hackers and art or whatever, or in this case, it's more going medical psychology. That's the interesting places where you can. And I remember from the past that we had these wonderful talks from
Bert Hubert, maybe
Bert Hubert about hacking
the DNA.
Yeah, that is really fantastic.
Yeah, I was there. I remember that one vividly. Yeah. Very cool.
I think he did that both on SHA and MCH.
Sorry, he did.
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Go watch those on the YouTube channels. I guess Tool will be there. At Why?
Yeah. Oh, that was also funny about. I mentioned Tool. We had a Tool tent at SHA, but I don't think we had people being in the tent much because I was doing press stuff and Jos was doing stuff, and so it didn't really work very well. And for MCH, we had a tent again, and we tried to get it manned with people, but it was still hard. And then Barry, who did the first lock picking stuff at Heu, he said, well, why don't you just put all the locks and the tools in your tent and put up a sign that people can just walk in the tent and do it themselves. And maybe if people have already gotten the workshop, they can then teach other people as well. And in everyday life, you would think twice, putting all your expensive locks in a tent, nobody there, and would that work? But we tried it, and it worked beautifully. It was packed with people. Everybody was having a good time, and that is again the strength of a conference like this.
Very cool. Already looking forward to Why, and thank you again for all the great stories. And if you come up with more, please let us know. And if you're listening and think I have a cool story about a camp, get in touch. Send us an email at WHY2025.org. And maybe you'll be on air with us, or you just say, no, I want to share a story, then we'll tell your story.
And if you work for a press outlet and you want to be on the camp and talk to Walter, you can find his contacts on the wiki, and we would most gladly show you all the crazy cool stuff we're doing at Why.
Yeah, and if you're press, don't hesitate to contact us when the event starts, because we would very much like to have people involved before the event to explain what we're doing and to spread the word.
Awesome. Thank you very much, and see you next time.
Thank you.
So although a lot of our visitors are very fond of our privacy, we also have to
welcome the
cool.
press.
It's very cool to have some press coverage as well, right? Because something amazing is happening. And yeah, it's always a bit of a balance between how to reach new, interesting, cool, and authentic thinkers and hackers, without jeopardizing the privacy of our visitors. So I think it's good to have someone like Walter in the press team as well, who knows how our community feels in these cases. So very cool. Shall we talk logistics, Ad?
Yes, the official name of the team is On-Site Transportation, but it used to be just logistics. And Manduka is someone who has been doing this for quite a while, so he has a few cool stories. But first, he'll dive into what on-site logistics does and how it works and what happens there.
Let's listen to that. So we're here with Manduka today. Can you tell us a little bit about what you are going to do for WHY2025?
Well, surprisingly for a lot of people, I'm doing logistics, on-site logistics mainly. So we move everything except people.
Except people?
Yeah.
Okay, because we have Team Shuttle for that.
Yeah, and this is also kind of his part form. So, okay.
So what does this look like in preparations?
Well, the good thing in preparation, that's why I'm doing logistics for a long time, is that we're not dependent on any other team, except Terrain a little bit, but everybody is dependent on us.
Yeah.
So that makes preparations basically easy. Yeah? So I always have a good plan, but it always works out, because the plan is that I don't have a plan. I just organize that I have all the stuff I need. So that means a lot of forklifts, gators, some freaking big telehandler, because we really need it.
Yep.
Cherry pickers, that kind of stuff. I have the good equipment, have a small dedicated crew, and then we can just fix everything.
How many people are in the crew? How many people?
In on-site logistics are now about 5-6 people.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are you in need of any more help?
No. Everybody wants to drive forklifts. I have enough.
That makes sense.
Understandably. So yeah, if you want to join me, you have to kind of please me somehow. Maybe next time.
So
I just need to grab something. Mind concerning?
Yeah, no, you're not.
It's
just,
okay. Sometimes it's because we're here today at Dehler at the live Orga event in December.
Live.
So sometimes people drop in.
I'm live.
But that's okay.
I'm live.
So no more people needed, and a lot of cool stuff with.
No, not
with
all
cool...
side logistics. The other teams probably will need a lot of volunteers. So please volunteer. We need everybody we can use, but not for the on-site.
And why do you volunteer each and every time? Because you've been there for as long as I can remember, at least.
Yeah. My first event was HIP in 1997.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Then I had a day ticket. We used to have those. And then I kind of fell in love. I'm not a hacker in the thing that I use Linux on my laptop and try to hack my way and stuff. That's not my thing. But I like the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Like the friendliness, inclusiveness, the weirdness. Everybody can be themselves. I really love that. And I love I like to organize things. So that's why I run into logistics of kind of stuff, help people fix things that people didn't organize. Because amazingly, at the first event I was in the organization, which was in 2001, was Hall in the campus of Enschede.
Yep.
There wasn't any logistics.
Just things happened.
Just things happened somehow. Which was kind of, that's strange. So you're fixing stuff and think, why isn't this organized? And why does nobody organize this? So on the next event, which was in Liemde, was, what the heck? We decided, why is there no logistics? We're going to start up logistics.
We need a team for that.
Yeah. It ended up that I was literally knee deep in the garbage because people didn't organize garbage.
Yeah, so now we have a team waste as well.
And now we have a team waste, and there were all kinds of interesting growing pains. Because at a certain point, at first we were emptying like the trash cans in a very big container, which is not very handy. So he said, we should have a trash compactor. And I think we could rent one. So we rented one in the next event. And then during teardown power, cleaned up the stuff. We ran through the trash compactor, pushed the button, and nothing happened because there was no power. You should do that better next time.
So we're learning.
We're learning. Yeah. So now we have 2 trash compactors. I think I'm not doing trash anymore, but we learned that we should put the trash compactor behind the kitchen because they make the most mess. And the best food. So that's the thing. So that's what kind of organizes stuff. And the same with I did shuttles at HAR. So I optimized that. So I'm trying to move around and do all kinds of logistically stuff and make it really fun. So
very nice. Well, thanks for shedding a light on that. And I'm probably going to ask you some more stories as well for future episodes.
Always welcome. I have enough stories about leakage in the bar and stuff.
Ooh. Sometimes we come across people who say, "Oh, I have something cool to share in the WHYcast. Can I please tell a little story about it?" And I think you recorded an interview with Dave, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like okay, we have about 5 minutes left. I'll turn on the camera and see what happens. So it's it's a bit messy, but I mean
very spontaneous.
It's the charm. It's the charm. Yeah.
If I was a real estate saleswoman, I was like, it's very authentic.
Authentic, yeah. Oh, definitely.
So here we go.
So we're still here in Amersfoort at BitLayer for the in-person Orga meet from 14 December 2024 in preparation of Why. And I'm here with Dave.
Yes.
And people may know you from Hackfest. Where we also did a few interviews.
That's right.
And now we're at the organization for the next event.
Yeah.
But you're not in a team.
Yeah,
right?
I am in Pummer team, but that's not why I'm standing here right now.
No, because you're also bringing along a village and an event. Could you please explain what you're doing?
So, what event do you aim at? The Hackfest, the next Hackfest, or something else?
No, what you're going to do at Why.
Okay. So I'm also active in the demo scene, and the demo scene is a little bit more about abstract art and computer live coding and stuff like that. And I also did it at the MGH 2022. I had the ByteJam, so it was also a little bit live coding with Tech 80, and everyone liked it. So my intention is to do that again. So if you are interested, we also have a demo village page. Right now it's a little bit empty.
By the time this goes out, you'll have put more stuff on there, and we'll put a link in the show notes.
But if you are interested in the demo scene or active demo scene right now, I would like to invite you to come to Y and to connect to the demo village. And maybe participate to the ByteJam. So that's my call.
Well, very cool.
Yeah.
And I guess an HSNL village with a couple of 3D printers like last time.
Yeah, but there's always community organized. So I kick off that kind of things, but then I leave it going and then it's organized itself. So there's not so much involvement from my part. So, yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
Okay.
And you're from Tukkelab?
Yep.
So representing the hackerspaces.
Yeah, one of them.
One of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, we'll see you at Y.
Yeah, thank you. And see you too. And see you all at Y.
It's always fun with Dave. He's a cool guy, and he always has things. I mean, he said like for the Hackerspaces NL village, he doesn't do much except organize it, and they will come. He does the ByteJam on stage, and I would really recommend you check that out. I linked in the show notes the ByteJam from MCH.
Cool.
That was recorded, so there you can see what the TIC 80 can do, and how a ByteJam, how it works and what happens.
And let's not underestimate all the love and the effort Dave is putting in the pyramids team as well.
As well, yes. He didn't want
Because
to talk about that
everything
during
is
the interview, but yep. Yep.
Very good.
Valued member. Definitely.
And we could also always use more volunteers. So, tell me, what's the vacancy of the week this week?
This week, we have Team Food Court still looking for some people, and we all want to eat right. So please look at their wiki page for the contact information and get in touch if you want to feed the people.
Good food.
Also, last week we mentioned Team Party Area. And I know talks have been going good, and we might have someone for that position. So that is
It
awesome.
looks like people
Yeah.
are actually responding to. I don't know if they
Yeah.
respond to us or to other things, but well,
No, but new volunteers are
doesn't matter.
coming. So
New volunteers are
that's
coming in, so
yeah,
that's a good thing.
that's great. And also listeners sending in questions, which is also
Aha!
pretty cool. And one of the questions was, can we do a campfire? Well,
Can
no,
we? Oh,
no. No, open fires are not allowed. At least this is information from last time from MCH, and I doubt it will be different for why, but it is not finalized yet. So these are probably the rules.
pretty
Um,
sure that it will stay that way.
yeah, it's a safe bet, but please do look at the official house rules when we get closer to camp, when this is all finalized. But based on MCH, no open fire because that's just too dangerous. Cooking is allowed. Little camping cookers with small gas bottles up to 250 grams are allowed.
Mhm.
If you have a bigger village and you want to feed a lot of people and you have a big gas-powered cooking apparatus, large gas-powered barbecues, get in touch with Team Fire and make sure it's all inspected. They have some rules regarding the gas bottles,
Yep.
dates on the hoses, etc., etc. Things are possible, but get in contact with Team Fire for that. And if you have electric cookware, make sure that it is in accordance with all the guidelines of Team Power regarding the electrical consumption. Because if we all turn on induction cooking things at once, we'll probably blow the generators.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't want that. So
Nope.
no open fires, no coal or wood barbecues. Other things could be arranged in communication with Team Fire. And there might be a special fire pit, dedicated fire pit somewhere. But that would be Team Fire making sure that it's
Arranging
all,
that.
all safe. So that is another listener question out of the way. If you have more questions, if you have feedback for us, you can leave it down in the comment section below if you're watching this on YouTube. Otherwise, you can always send us an email at whycast@why2025.org. And yes, like, share, and subscribe this podcast, this video, or however you are getting this into your ear holes. We can always use more friends on the social medias. And thank you for listening. And see you not just next Friday, but see you next year.
See you next year and next Friday.
Because that's another WHYday.
Hey!